Good morning, students. Welcome back to the another fresh video. I hope you all are doing well. Let us fight with Corona. Stay home, stay safe. Today, I am going to talk about the second chapter of history, rise and spread of Islam and its impact. So in today's video, I am going to cover these 3 points like introduction to Islam, pre-Islamic conditions, and early life of Muhammad. So now let's go each one of the points. We'll discuss it briefly. First, introduction to Islam. So Islam is the religion that followed by Muslims. Prophet Muhammad is the founder of this religion. He gave this name on this basis of Arabic word which means submission. But we can call it in religious terms, Islam means submission to God. So in Islam is similar to Christianity in many ways. Like Christianity, Jews. So Islam or the religion also have some similarity in other religions. They also believe in the existence of only one God. Like Christians believed only one God. Jews also believed the only one God. Like Islam also believed in the existence of only one God. So the rise of Islam as a religion and its spread constitute a significant part of the history of medieval period. So after the rise of Islam as a religion, that gave a great impact, a significant importance to the medieval world. So it constituently significant part, constituently it is spreading over the medieval world, and that gave a significant role to the medieval world. Then pre-Islamic conditions. Before the rise of Islam, the Arabs, like Saudi Arabs, were divided by tribes or Kabila. So what are the tribes? Though these tribes, these tribes are emphasized on family cooperation to strengthen the clan system, means that religious system. So each and every tribes, they have their own religious system. So many Arab tribes were nomadic. So that's why they did not follow any single authority. So as far as they are nomades, so these nomads were divided into several tribes which moved from place to place in search of food and water like this. So they often fought among themselves. So in that situation, Muhammad belonged to the powerful Quraysh tribe. So before the birth of Islam, so the Arab liked a unified religious system, means a unified one whole system, one unite religion system. They did not have that. So that's why each tribe had its own god or a goddess, which was worshipped as an idol in a shrine, in a temple. Shrine means temple. So each and every tribes have their own god and goddess, and they worshipped his own goddess in their temple. And for that reason, so all the Arabian countries have the different goddess there. They did not have a unit what we call unit system or religious system. So once in a year, all the tribes put aside their differences and meet in the city of Mecca. For why? So in Mecca, so there is a cube-like structure. In Mecca, there is a cube-like structure that called Kaaba. The Kaaba housed idols from all the tribes of Arabia. So in the Mecca is a city of Arabia. So in that city of Mecca, all the all the tribes of the idols, the god or goddesses, they are put together in that one cube. So all the tribes, all the tribes or nomadics, in spite of their differences, they put aside that and they came to that particular place, the Kema, the sorry. So they came to the particular place Mika to meet them once in a year. So the Kaaba served as a holy place of annual pilgrimage for the Arabic tribes. Okay, like Kaaba or Mecca was the center of the Arabian religious life. So early life of Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad was born in about 570 AD in Mecca. He was the last prophet of Islam, and therefore Mecca is regarded as the holiest place by the Muslims. So he grew up to be a thoughtful young man. He found that they were ignorant and cruel, and they worshipped many gods and goddesses. So, as a teenager, at that time, Muhammad started accompanying his uncle on trade travels to Syria. So, he became popular as a sincere and honest person. So, after few years, a wealthy widow called Khadija, they employed him as an agent to travel with her trade carnivals with the business. So Muhammad returned with a huge profit from these trade travels. These are business of the travels. So impressed by his work and good character, the Khadija sent a marriage proposal to Muhammad, and he accepted, and Muhammad married as a age of 25. So Muhammad had come in contact in between. The Muhammad had come in contact with the Christians or the Jews during his business travels. So he was impressed by their monotheist religious beliefs and practices. Monotheist means that believe in one God, like Christians. So, but he did not like idol worship and the other polytheist religious practice followed by the people in Arabia. Means they are different tribes and they are worship their different gods and goddesses. So the Muhammad did not like this thought, and for that reason, the Muhammad turned to spiritualism and started going to the hills surrounding Mecca for meditation. And therefore, he won the love and affection of many people living in Mecca and received the title of Al-Main, the faithful one. The Al-Main, that is the faithful one. So Muhammad turned to spiritualism and started going to hills around Mecca for meditation. So Muhammad decided to migrate from Mecca to Medina. So decided Muhammad decided to migrate Mecca to Medina. So this movement, migration was known as Hijirat. So it marks the beginning of the Muslim calendar Hijri. Okay, it marks the Muslim calendar Hijri. So Muhammad became the religious head of the people in Medina. Why? Because the Muhammad united the warring tribes and won considerable support. So he had a band of faithful supporters who were ready to die for Islamic religions. So they fought with the Meccan tribes for 8 years and finally they conquered the Mecca. So Muhammad at that time returned to Mecca. So therefore the people of Mecca also accepted the what Islamic religion, and that for that reason Muhammad had succeeded in uniting the tribes of Arabia into a single religious polity. So the now teachings of Muhammad. Islamic teachings and principles have been precisely laid down in the holy book called Quran. So, teachings of Muhammad. Islamic teachings and principles have been precisely laid down in the holy book called Quran. So, in the Quran, it is believed that the Quran was recited by the Archangel Gabriel from the original copy in heaven to Prophet Muhammad. So, it is believed that Angel Gabriel is believed to have visited Muhammad many times before 23 years after the first revelation at Cave Hira, after the meditation that he did in the hills of the Mecca city. So all the verses that Gabriel revealed to Muhammad are compiled in the Quran. So whatever the Gabriel revealed to Muhammad, the Muhammad trying to expose it, trying to copy it in the Quran. So the Arabic word Quran means recitations or reading. Okay, so but he preached that who? The Muhammad. The Muhammad preached that there is only one God who is Allah. People must submit to the will of Allah. Allah was chosen Muhammad to be his messenger or prophet. Many people became his followers who were known as Muslims. So this new religion known as Islam. So after the revelation of the by the Gabriel from the meditation that he did in the hills that are the cave Hira, after the revelation by Gabriel, the Muhammad preached to the people that there is only one God who is Allah. The people must submit to the will of Allah. So whatever the people are doing, they have to submit to the interest towards the God Allah. Allah has chosen Muhammad to be his messenger or prophet. So Allah chosen Muhammad that he told that Allah chosen Muhammad as a messenger that he wants to give you through me. Me means that Muhammad. So after that the many people became his followers who were known as Muslims. Who were known as Muslims. This new religion known as Islamic religion. So thank you students for being with me at the last of this video. So this is the first part of your second chapter, Rise and Spread of Islam. So we will meet you in the next video with some new points about the Islam. Till then, see you, take care, and trying to follow the reading, try to read the books so that you will get more information about the Islam. So this is the only brief part, but you will get more and detailed information about the Islamic countries, Islamic religion, about all about it. So trying to read the books. So we'll meet you again in the next video. Till then, see you. Take care. Bye.